how to prevent that from happening again this week, David.
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times, because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Here's the handoff. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Using the quick game. Breaks into the open. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Marshall, 7, Middle Tennessee, 0.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Middle Tennessee's offense has its first opportunity of the day. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, Dave. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Give to the back. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Dropping back, it's Battiato. Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on third. He lofts one down the sideline. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding. Offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Line is set on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds his man. It's Lacy. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stevens. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Toss to the outside. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
To throw, it's Turner. That's caught. It's Lacy. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
They're setting up the screen, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on second and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
To the air on first down. They're working that left side. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the tailback. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall!
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown run.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. Start at the 25. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Battiato. Setting up the screen. Hard running there. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Got it in the middle. It's Lacey. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He'll do it himself. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. On these option plays, you just have to take what the defense gives you. And if that means handing off the dive, or if that means pitching it, you got to do that. It can't always be about you. And I think the quarterback that time was really hoping.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Looking for a man. It's Battiato. Trying to set up the screen. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we Second period, and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Butler. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Caught near the sticks. It's Lacy. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the big first down sack, it's second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's hauled in at the 10.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive. And
he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Blue Raider. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into him.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 7 over Florida. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about... Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Turner. Snagged in the middle, it's Lacy. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Looking for space, it's Roberts. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
To the ground, he's got it again. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Looking left. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be his second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think, put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them in.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read.
Turning it on! Continues to fight for yards. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Back to pass. It's Battiato. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Gives it on the option. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Lacy. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
From the gun on third down. Here comes the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Bob.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? They'll send the tight end in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Turner. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. It's like it's flag day or something. All of the penalties bring up a 1st and 25. The snap sets up to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Throws to the wideout. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. We reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Lacey. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half. Trying to get more points on the board before the break. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. The kick is on its way. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Got it in the middle. It's Tipton. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking to throw, it's Battiato. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
From the gun, looking for a man. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. They'll go empty, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Picked off, what a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Great place to start for this offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Rides the back on the option to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. Caught over the middle, it's Tipton. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Dropping back, it's Battiato. Firing to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to take off. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Finding open areas. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rushes on him. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw. Under fire. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable 1st half so far in Murfreesboro. And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Floyd Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here.